bus stops with the Ark. Okay, today we're gonna stop by Indonesia to pick up the Komodo dragons, and then God's gonna flood everything. This is my interpretation of God. Oh, you didn't like obey me? Oh, I didn't know you were gonna do all this, so like you guys are being bad, and I didn't know you were gonna be bad, so now I'm gonna kill all of you, except like 4 of you and like a bunch of animals. The math is still not mathing, and I don't think it ever will anymore. I know too much to be able to accept too little. I'm gonna be reacting to a Ricky Gervais Noah's Ark comedy bit, and after leaving Christianity, I haven't really thought about Noah's Ark that much, so I'm excited to like revisit the story and the topic as like who I am now. Literally, I was so obsessed with Noah's Ark as a kid. My mom like made us all custom stockings in my like customization part at the top. Literally, she cross-stitched Noah's Ark for me. My whole room when I was a little baby was like Noah's Ark themed. Like, that's how obsessed I am. So this video is like gonna be so interesting to experience. And I haven't really seen anything with Ricky Gervais in it, except Night at the Museum. So, I'm excited. Let's do it.
It's the Book of Noah, the children's edition. I actually got this awarded to me when I used to go to Sunday school every week. I believed in all this till I was 8. St Agnes Sunday School presented to Ricky Gervais, R-I-K-K-I, like a fucking mongoose. Right?
I used to have a mongoose. Oh wait, no, two mongooses. Okay, so I grew up in Indonesia, and mongooses. Here's me with my mongoose. So that is hilarious.
For regular attendance, not even for being good at anything, just for turning up, right? He's always here, give him a prize, he'll be back. Thank you, thank you. Let's have a look at the evidence. Long, long ago, when God first made the earth, I'll let both those points go, we haven't got time. Right. Long, long ago, by the way, according to the Bible, is 5,000 years. According to the Old Testament, the earth is no older than 5,000 years old, okay? It's actually 4.6 billion.
Yeah, so I absolutely grew up believing that the earth was not very old. Older than 6,000 years? No. Do we know exactly? No. But more than 6,000 years? Hell no. Anytime I would read anything saying that the earth was made millions of years ago, or watch Animal Planet or National Geographic saying that it was made billions of years ago or whatever, I would be like, oh, they're lost souls and they're like trying to deceive. I literally used to believe that scientists and archaeologists would like, in their like archaeologist sites, would implant fake bones and artifacts in order to like pretend that they had found something that was millions of years old, because like there's no way it could be more than a few thousand years old, because I was raised super fundamentalist, I've come to realize. Oh my God.
Years old. Let's pop that in. Pop that. 4.6 billion years ago, when God first made the earth and sky. All right, don't big it up. It's like, it comes as a package, really, doesn't it? I mean, do you know what I mean? The sky was never an optional extra. It's like, made you a planet. I can't breathe. Would you like an atmosphere? Of course I fucking would. So, well done, but everything was peaceful, everything beautiful. God made human beings too, and he wanted them to be good like himself. Arrogant. Right.
The God being arrogant part, like, if you had asked me if God was arrogant when I was still a Christian and a believer, I would have been like so offended. Like, how could you even fathom that God's arrogant? Last year, actually, I started reading the New Testament again, and literally I literally could not get through it, because it just felt like God was like fucking arrogant and narcissistic, and like you must worship me. And like, I don't know, it felt kind of gross, which is so crazy to say because, wow, I never would have thought that I could get to this point of being like, ugh.
But very soon they wanted their own way. They would not listen to God. They became wicked and did wicked things. Look at them doing wicked things there. You don't get much more wicked than that, do you? Fuck off. Oh, fuck off, wicked. Really. Fuck off, wicked. Really. Ah. God just looking on. Oh, carry on. See what happens. See what happens. Oh, see what happens. Yeah. Oh, see what happens. Bloke there running off with a big bag of money. Don't put it in a bank, you cunt. Right. God looked at them and said to himself, they are so wicked, I will have to wipe them off the face of the earth. Really? Really? Straight to genocide. What happened to 1 verbal and 2 written warnings? Straight to the annihilation of the entire human race.
Yeah, dude, if you think about it, like, that is genocide. Like, literally. Oh, this is God. This is my interpretation of God. Oh, you didn't, like, obey me? Oh, I didn't know you were gonna do all this, so, like, you guys are being bad. And I didn't know you were gonna be bad, so now I'm gonna kill all of you. Except, like, 4 of you. And, like, a bunch of animals. The animals are fine.
Because a fatty yellow trousers picked someone's nose. Really? Fuck. Anger management, man. Just calm the fuck down. Let's talk about this. Wow. I read that to Carl Pilkington, right? Who is, yes. Head like a fucking orange, I know, yeah. And I read that bit to him. They are so wicked, I'll have to wipe my face the earth. And Carl said, he sounds gay. I said, what do you mean? He went, some gays are a bit like that. He thought God was like having a hissy fit. Like he's like, no, they treat me like a bastard, I'm gonna treat them like a bastard, I'm gonna show them, I'm gonna wipe them out. I said, Carl, God is not gay, okay? Read the Bible, he hates them. They are so wicked, I will have to wipe them off the face of the earth. And every living thing with them. What's the squid ever done? Really? It's gone mad. What? But he's not gay. God is not gay.
No, it does sound like God is like a narcissist. Like, I'm gonna wipe you off the face of the earth. Like, saying it is one thing, but doing it is like crazy.
But there was one man who was still very good. His name was Noah. He was a friend of God. Just a friend, so don't know. Just a friend. A friend with big hooped earrings.
A friend with big benefits, that's for sure.
Rouge. What's he do? He lives in a cave. What's he doing with this? What are you doing? Seeing God?
And like, Noah is white as fuck. Like, I don't think Noah was white.
You never know. Handlebar moustache. Holding God's hand. Who's wearing a blouse? God is not gay. God said to Noah, I am so angry with men. You mean men and women? Whatever. I am so angry with men that I have made my mind up to destroy them all. I have stretched my bow in the sky. It is a rainbow. That's got to be the world's first pun, hasn't it? It will make so much rain pour down on earth that everything will be drowned, but not you.
Maybe God is gay.
I want you to build an ark.
In the
It must be
best
like
way.
a big boat with 3 decks and a roof over it. Yeah, I know how to build a boat, mate. And you will make a door in the side of it. Do you think I'm a complete idiot? I know. Noah did exactly what God told him. And then God said to Noah, now, okay, now this is aimed at children, admittedly, but it's taken from the Old Testament story in the Bible. But I don't think the author of this book is a zoologist. As we've said, there could be 5 million species of animal. I don't think he knows them all, the way he backs out very quickly in this next sentence, okay? I want you to take 2 of every kind of animal with you into the ark. 2 lions, 2 tigers, 2 elephants, and so on.
I didn't grow up believing in evolution, like, at all. Like, evolution was factually non-existent. How many species of animals are there today? 7.77 to 8.7 million animal species. So basically, if there's 2 of every kind, times, we'll go with the lower number, 7.77, times that by 2. I am bad at math, so I am absolutely typing this into a calculator. Times 2. 15.5 billion animals on the ark. Because if evolution doesn't exist, all those animals that existed when Noah was alive have to exist now because they can't evolve. Because evolution doesn't exist. Fucking hell, dude.
What? I got lions, tigers, elephants, so on.
And for all of them to, like, coexist peacefully in a fucking boat? I'm just trying to think of, like, how did he make the stalls? Like, how was their breathing room? How big did the stalls have to be? Like, where did they poop and pee? What about the insects? Are insects animals? What about the really tiny animals? You know what I mean. Well, yeah, there had to have been insects on the ark, or else there wouldn't have been insects today. So how did he keep them separate in all tiny little boxes? Like, did they have doors on their little boxes?
On you go. Look after them well and keep them alive. And Noah did what God said. Now I wanted to study that scenario. Okay, so God is angry with mankind. He's fed up with them. They're wicked, right? He's going to wipe them out and just start again with Noah and his wife. He's angry with the animals too, for some reason. So he's going to start again with just 2 of each species. He calls a flood. They build an ark. Noah goes, right, 2 of every species. 2, just 2. Right, quick. First 2. Ooh, there's a stampede. 2 elephants. 2 toucans. Just walking. There's no rush.
Yeah, and like, how did they all line up to get in the ark without killing each other? Magic?
Just strolling, baby. I think this one is a bit more concerned than this one. This one's probably going, should we fly? Nah. No? Nah. I could do this all night.
I don't know if Growing up, I believed in the whole Pangea thing. So, how the fuck all the animals that were on like random islands in faraway countries, like how the fuck did they get on the Earth? I mean, on the Ark. Right? So, something's not adding up. Did God like teleport them over? Was there like bus stops with the Ark? Okay, today we're gonna stop by Indonesia to pick up the Komodo dragons, and then God's gonna flood everything. Like,
no? Nah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, we've got wings. We've got feet as well. Why don't you want to push in? That elephant's looking at me funny. Yeah, I fucking am. If you try and push in, I'm gonna stamp on you, you big-nosed twat. Hold on, who are you calling big nose? What do you mean? No, it just pot calling kettle black. What the fuck does that mean? What does pot? Well, you know, if a pot's, I'll forget it. I can't forget it. I'm a fucking elephant. Oh, 2 camels, 2 lions, 2 ostriches, 2 leopards, 2 tigers, 2 zebra. Here's the crux of my point. Just one species on the Ark at the moment, the giraffes. They got their first longer legs, okay? 5 million more species to get on there. So 2 of it. So two animals on the Ark at the moment, 10 million more animals to go. 10 million more of those, okay?
yeah, going back to the number of animals, like, it's not like people that you can just sardine together. Animals have a lot of animals have really long bodies that could take up sometimes minimum like 4 people standing room. Like, bro, this Ark would have had to have been like huge. Like, I don't know, as big as a whole city?
10 million of them to get on there, just 2 on there at the moment. Look how much room they're already taking up. It's at a 1/3 capacity. What's it going to be like on there when these 2 fat cunts get on?
It's like Mary Poppins hats. You could just keep putting them in and they'll fit.
Then God bent the bow of his anger and the rain came flooding down, covering the earth with water.
Okay, I do acknowledge there's a lot of like, I don't know, legends in a lot of different cultures that document a big flood. So, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying that the whole Noah's Ark thing does not sound very believable.
It rained for 40 days and nights. The flood water rose higher and higher until it covered the tops of the highest mountains. Every living thing was drowned except Noah and the animals in the ark.
Like, what made Noah so special? Like, if Jesus was so called the only human, the only person, the only being to be without sin, like, clearly Noah was not without sin. So, like, what made him better than everyone else? If no sin is worse than the other, right?
And the fish. They were fine, weren't they? They were fine. They were loving it. They were better off. In fact, all the sea creatures.
I didn't even think about the fish and sea creatures. Oh my God.
I mean, mountains underwater, their domain had increased like tenfold. Also, it's so much more interesting. You've got crabs going, I'm on a fucking mountain. This is amazing. I never want this flood to... I've never been up here before. I think of that when you see on the news, like if there's a little village in Gloucester flooded or something. And it's really sad. You see people, they've lost their homes and they're in dinghies and they're carrying their pets. And you see a little row of antique shops completely underwater. And I think of a fish just looking in the window of that antique shop for the first time. So that's a chaise longue. For 150 days, the earth was covered with water. Then Noah opened the window of the ark and looked out. The water seemed to be going down, but how could he be sure? Well, ask God. You've been chatting to him all the way through. Why are we getting cryptic all of a sudden? He sent a raven out, but it soon came flying back. It could find nowhere to settle. Noah waited another week, and he sent out a dove. Why did the raven lose his job? But the dove came back too. See, the raven wasn't bullshitting. There was still no dry land anywhere. But one day the dove flew out, and why did the dove get a second go and not the raven? Racist.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Did he prefer the dove because it was white?
But one day the dove flew out and brought back a green olive branch, and Noah knew that God was no longer angry. Then God told Noah to let the animals out of the ark.
And then he knew that God was no longer angry. Like, it took God destroying everything for him to not be angry anymore. That sounds so unhealthy. And I get it, righteous anger and blah, 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 but like, I don't know. I don't know if I can equate righteous anger with, like, destroying everything.
They must once more fill the earth with living things. The first thing Noah did was to build an altar. He offered a sacrifice to God to thank him for saving them. And Noah said, I will make a pact of friendship with you. I will never again send a flood to destroy the earth.
This is interesting too, the fact that Noah built an altar and made a sacrifice to God. Like, one, I feel like altars are so taboo in Christianity. And two, like, if God is so against altars, Noah was one of the only of what, 4? Wait. 2? The little family that was saved. Noah was one of the little family. And he made an altar to celebrate after. The math ain't mathin'.
The rainbow, which I put in the sky, will no longer be a sign of my anger, but a sign of peace. It will be a sign of my friendship with men. That is how it is. That is how it is used today. They took it literally. It will be a sign of my friendship with men, which begins today, and which my son Jesus will one day prove by shedding his blood for men. Who? You'll see. There wasn't a teaser campaign in the Old Testament. Coming soon, the sequel. And so when you have done wrong and you are feeling very sad about it, think of the rainbow and the peace which God wants to put into your heart. He has promised to be your friend, promised to be his. And that's just one of 12 in the Dove Book series. I've only got one, number 9 now. Although I think my favourite would be number 8, just from the title, Jesus and the Cripple. Thank you. Cheers. Oh. I read that whole book to Carl, and he believed it all. Why wouldn't he? It's written down. And I said, Carl, think, how could they get 10 million animals on a boat? Carl went, they said it was a big boat. Yeah, they did, that's true. I said, but they're all part of the food chain. They would have literally had to have eaten each other to survive. Why didn't the...
Literally, like, how would they have survived food-wise for 40 days and 40 nights? Unless magically God made them all full. Mochi, would you have gone on the ark? Would you have gone on the ark? No, you would have gotten eaten by a capybara or something. Are capybaras vegetarian? Maybe.
Why didn't the lion eat the antelope? Why didn't the spider eat the fly? And Carl said, because in a crisis you all pull together.
Damn, that was funny. Oh my god. I'm so glad I watched that. Yeah, there's no way Noah had an ark and everyone coexisted unless God took away their free will and made them obey him and not eat each other and not made them hungry. And also I feel like growing up, like people who are vegetarian or vegan, like I feel like I remember Christians being like, God literally put animals on this earth for us to eat them and dominate over them. And it's just like, okay, so that's the whole reason why there were over 10 million animals on the ark? Just for us to eat all of them? Like, the math is still not mathing. It's just not. And I don't think it ever will anymore. I know too much to be able to accept too little, if you know what I mean. Ooh. Ooh. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to join my cutie little Patreon if you want to help me keep the ongoing production of these cutie little videos. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. In the meantime, feel free to watch this one next. All right, bye. Mwah.